Set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, McCarthy. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Man open, here is Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. That one goes for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
First down, and they'll start with Algier. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And now an audible here into something else. Second and 9 now. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Dragon 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
60 boxes, 60 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick, 60 Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
Back to throw here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt. Warrior 70.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. In motion, the tight end.
Panther 11, 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete. The Falcons at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Viking 18.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Cool knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. McCarthy. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Throwing on first down. McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready, ready?
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
On the ready.
2nd and 5.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Now they'll change things up.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
2nd and 5. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Michael Pittman, 48 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McCarthy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat.
There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy,
wide open, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Michael Pittman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
that part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw a touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Going up top. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19 Lions. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Jordan Addison. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 84 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. They'll look to throw now on first down. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Jones running left. Fights free at the 5. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hurt.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one deep for London. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
70 Ranger. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Quentin Johnston, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCarthy.
This is caught by Addison. There he goes again.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now they'll audible to something else.
19 Lions.
2nd and 2. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
Touchdown!
Michael Pittman.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he ran right through 1 tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it with Jones. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Falcons 34.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He gets it to Johnston.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw now on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready.
Down to the 10.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Come 19! Come 19! Go!
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Ready? Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And some room to work. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
70 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
18, 5
Brings
here.
up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings 23-yard
2nd and 5. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Pep Buffalo 18.
That's another Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let go.
Back to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Trap 50. Trap 50. Ready, ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.